All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another Off the Top. My name is Brendan. I'm your host today. We're doing a little things different. I'm not out and about. I did my laundry yesterday, went out, did a couple of things and stuff, had a lot of running around to do. So I figured that, you know what, might as well, do this live stream at home and talk about some gaming stuff, what's been going on and stuff. Been a slow week, but there was some interesting stuff, and we got some topics to go through. At least we got to go through four. So yeah, so if you do like the video, do like the stream, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want to contribute, you can always be in the comment section down below or even in chat as well. Don't mind talking to y'all, getting engaged with y'all. First thing first is what I have been playing. If you haven't noticed, I've been playing a lot of games. I think you probably can't really see it, but I'm gonna move this over here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Right there. Let me just move this a little bit down. There we go. So what I have been playing, I just starting to go back to play some Grand Theft Auto 5. Probably gonna be doing some mods and stuff like that. I've been playing some Starfield, First Descended. I haven't touched Elden Ring yet, but I will be planning on doing some Elden Ring gameplay and stuff like that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I am going to be doing some Forza Horizon 5 this coming weekend. I'm gonna be playing some in that. I've been also been playing some Capcom the Fighting Collection. I've been playing some of that. And Shredders, I haven't been playing it, but I'm planning on going to be going back and playing that as well. So there's definitely is a couple of games that I've been playing lately, especially a lot of the First Descendant, Starfield, and the Capcom Fighting Collection. So I've been playing those three mainly right now. Like again, I haven't touched Grand Theft Auto yet. I'm setting that up to do some mods and stuff. Elden Ring, I'm going to be planning on doing another Forza Horizon video as well with some music and stuff like that, doing like a 25 laps. I'm going to be doing that. And Shredders, I will be touching it sometime, maybe another week or so. I might jump back into that and play some of that. It's a lot of fun. But those are the games that I've been playing, been messing around with so far. But let's get into some of these topics right now. Because we got a lot to go through. At least four, but this one right here is the main one right here, which is PlayStation is raising the prices of its games in this region. Fans have to pay up to $85 USD. So basically, it's the equivalent of $85, which is crazy that we went from a price hike between the PlayStation 5 generation, raising it from $60 to $70. Now, in this particular region that they're in right now, they have raised the price yet again to $70 to $85. It's getting ridiculous, and a lot of people say, oh, thank God it's only in this region. Who knows that it may not be particularly, it could be in this region for now, but how long is that going to be? They might put this across every region, and that's including the US and Europe and other countries as well. Who knows, But it's crazy, it's outrageous that we are still, right, we're coming out of a pandemic. We are right now, we're in the crisis of inflation crisis, where it's just price increase, this increase, groceries increase. So a lot of people are really just spending a lot less, staying at home more, maybe going out doing some stuff here and there, but they're not really spending a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think like the same type of people that like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out there and buy Jordans for $150, those same people, like most of them, if not the majority of them, are like $150 for one pair of Jordans. I don't think so. I'm probably going to go to Burlington or even Marshall's to spend like a $30 pair of shoes. Shit, I went to not too long ago, like last week. I went to Burlington Coat Factory. I needed some shoes. I went to Burlington, right? And I know a lot of people don't really shop at Burlington, but I do. But when it comes down to those shoes, if you really look and look around and find some stuff, you could find some really nice shoes for a decent price. Especially the shoes that I picked up was all black. It was Reeboks, and it was a really nice pair of shoes. And those costed me $34. You get what I'm saying? $34. That's not a bad deal, because if I was to spend the same amount of money for $150 for one pair of shoes, imagine for $150 I could spend on 2 to 3 pairs of different color shoes for $30, $40 a piece. You know, like, that's a lot better that I could walk out of the store with 3 pairs of shoes versus going in the Nike store and I'm only walking out of there for 1 pair of shoes for $150. That's crazy. You get what I'm saying? We're in that type of crisis right now, you know, with food, gas, rent, everything, housing, you name it, you know, it's getting real out here. And trust me, even the kids that are getting out of, like, or graduating out of high school and ready to get into the real world, they starting to realize, like, bro, shit is expensive, man. Shit is expensive. I'm going to need me a job or two or have a good paying job to make a living and do what you need to do and stuff. So, you know, shit is real. But, like, again, we're talking about this right here with, you know, going back before getting off topic. But PlayStation is raising their prices yet again to $85, which is insane in Turkey, right? So there's an article right here, is Level Up, and, you know, they basically talk about, you know, some stuff like, you know, whatever. And here's the thing right here that what caught me the most, because I guess this is like one of them that actually, like, lives there, right? PlayStation just updated their price in Turkey, and games now cost $85. This is in a country with a 400 minimum salary. What the actual hell? Gaming on PC is much cheaper in comparison. I literally cannot afford games on the PlayStation 5 anymore due to this. This pricing have to be illegal. Yeah. It has to be. Really is illegal. But it just, you know what it goes to show? It just shows me that the PlayStation 5 is in trouble. If this doesn't spell out saying PlayStation 5 is in trouble, I don't know what else will. I know a lot of people is damaging controlling, or, you know, again, we got the same, you know, console fanboy nonsense that are picking out, like, well, Game Pass raised their prices to $20 and so on and so forth, and they got caught in the lie with the FTC that they supposed to not raise their prices, blah 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 blah. But you got a person that actually lives in Turkey, right? And supporting the PlayStation platform, you know, right? He plays games. He buys games just as much as anybody else, just like you and me, right? And now games costing like $85. Next thing you know, I wouldn't be surprised if games cost like $100. I've said that shit like at least a couple of times, that I wouldn't be surprised that some of these games and these prices going to go all the way up to $100 a piece. And the more these prices are going to go up, the more people are going to be like, look, man, I'm going to really pick and choose my games. I'm not going to be going out there and buying, oh, this is the latest exclusive. It doesn't matter if it's the latest exclusive or not. It doesn't matter if it's Concord, right? It doesn't matter if it's Flintlock. It doesn't matter if it's even a PlayStation IP that is well known, which is like, again, what was that game from Square Enix that they had was exclusive, was Final Fantasy Rebirth, right? Final Fantasy Rebirth is not a bad game at all. It's a really good game, right? But here's the deal. How many people went out there and supported Final Fantasy Rebirth? Nobody wasn't really trashing on the game. Nobody wasn't really like, oh, you know, whatever. You're right. You know, they got their problems, right? They have their issues, just like any game, right? Any game has their issues, right? You can even say that for even Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite had issues, right? But it's still a game that people play and enjoy, but it still got problems and issues and some criticism, right? That's fair. You know, fair criticism, not made up bullshit BS criticism. But the point that I'm trying to say is that they really are going to be picking and choosing these games, because even Final Fantasy Rebirth, as much as they have did a lot of promotion to the game, they did a lot of like ads and stuff running on YouTube. I seen Final Fantasy Rebirth ads on YouTube when before it even came out. I seen a lot of it, you know. And still, it didn't make me go out there to get a PlayStation 5. It didn't make me go out there to even buy the game. So even people that even have a PlayStation 5 right now, they haven't even really brought Final Fantasy Rebirth at all. So therefore, it didn't do so well. And that's why we see Square Enix doing what? They're switching towards what? They're switching towards being more third-party multiplat, and they're not taking the Sony paycheck. They're not doing it anymore. The only deal that they might do is like Game Pass, but then again, Game Pass allowed them to say, hey, if you want to be on Game Pass, that's fine, but you can still be third party. So if you want to put your games everywhere, that's perfectly fine. We just want the title on Game Pass. That's all we're asking for. That's basically, I think Square Enix don't mind doing that, but they're not going to take the Sony paycheck because they're going to say, hey, if you're going to be on this platform and whatever, we're giving you this money, but you only can do, this game is going to be exclusive to our platform only. This is the only thing you're going to do. And I think, like, again, it didn't make them that many money, right? They only, I think, sold or made like 3 million or something like that or whatever, or 3 million sold, which is not that good right now. And that's why I think they're switching that strategy. They're going to focus on AAA in a multi-platform component. That's what they're going to be doing. Just like how a lot of these, you know, like, again, Sega is doing, right? You know, other third-party, you know, game like EA and stuff like that. They're focusing on more third-party and making sure they're putting it across all the platforms to get the most revenue and stuff like that. That's what they're focusing on. So, like, again, if this doesn't show that, you know, PlayStation 5 is not in trouble, they are in trouble. Because, like, again, if I know a lot of people will talk about, well, the console sales, well, we can obviously see that console sales doesn't equal out to that they're going to be fine or successful. They're not. Because if the console sales were that good, would they be doing price hikes in this particular country? No. You know, and even in around the first price hike that they did, would have done that? No. If the sales was good and they was making money on the games right now, they wouldn't have to do that because they would be making money hands over fist. But it just goes to show that PlayStation 5 is definitely in trouble. For sure. They're not, I know a lot of people might say, well, what about Xbox? And because Xbox is not selling their console. Xbox doesn't care because Xbox is a software. What they're doing and their strategy is basically saying, let's just take our software. They already have existing products. Let's just put our software into that product. That's it. They're not going to try to make hardware, try to force people. They gave people plenty of options to do. You can get a Fire Stick to play games on the Xbox, whatever. You can buy a console. You can go on PC. The choice is yours, right? The options is there. You are willing to do whatever you want to do. That's it. So a lot of like Xbox players, PC players, and a lot of other players, that's fine because we got the choice to say if we find this price is too high for us for Game Pass, we can simply just cancel it and move on, and we can still buy and purchase the game. So it doesn't really affect us, just like it doesn't affect me. But this is insane that in the point now a lot of people probably like this in that country are going to be moving towards PC. Makes sense. And another counter argument to this, because I know a lot of people be damage controlling on this, say, oh, this is, you know, because we already know the fanboys going to damage control. They're saying this is fine, this makes sense, blah blah blah, and it's not good. It's definitely not good at all. Definitely you're hurting the PlayStation brand right now by doing this. It's definitely hurting the brand, especially in that particular country. And who knows if this is going to spread to other countries. That can happen too. Sony can flip a switch and say, hey, you know what? We put $85 here in Turkey. We could put $85 in the US. We could put $85 in Europe. They can do that. And then what? What if that really did happen? Then what? Those same people are going to say, oh, this is good, this is great, and then they damage controlling it. Man, that's just really sad. And like again, and then we was complaining about how Game Pass, now it's like $20 on a console. For me, it only went up like $12. So right, we can see all the plans right here. So yep, see how they changed it. So they basically said if I want Ultimate, gotta be 20. If I just want PC, which I'm on PC, I just gotta pay for this. That's it. That's all I can do. Which I'm perfectly fine. So it went up to $12. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not affected. If it was $20, let's say like on here, is that a big deal for me? Maybe. I might sit there and say maybe I might cancel it, but then again, I'm still getting all these games day and date. I'm still what? Yep, I'm still getting Xbox exclusive day and date release. I'm still getting that, so I'm perfectly fine. It doesn't affect me. It just affects like only certain people. But again, comparing to that, like $20 a month versus paying one game for $85. Let's say, for example, like if one game costed $85, let's say Starfield was $85. That's just one game. If I'm paying Game Pass for $20 per month, that means that means what? To get to $80 is like 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that's literally like 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So basically, right, when we look at the plan, right, we look at the comparison, right? If we're just talking about strictly this. If you going to compare between this, like if I paid this for the same amount of games, so like again, we're going back to here, right? Let's see if I can put that right here for a minute. So hold on for a minute. I just want to see if I can open this up real quick. I think I can't change it like that. Okay, right here, combat mode. There we go. My bad. Okay, so let's do like this. So basically right here, right, we're looking at this. So we know Game Pass Ultimate, it's $20 per month, right? They raised their prices about $85, right? So to get to $85 from this 20, basically that's about almost what, like 4 months, right? Because that's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that's 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate. 4 months. That's including 100 games that's involved. So you know, online, all this stuff that you're getting. You're getting everything from EA, Riot Games, online multiplayer, day and date, exclusive, perks, all this stuff. And that's in between the PC and your console, and you get cloud, you get like, you know, cloud, you can play on the cloud. I don't play on no cloud because I'm on PC. I don't need cloud stuff. But you guys can. You can do that. You can play cloud, play console games from the cloud. So you're getting all this stuff. All this stuff. So that means Call of Duty comes out on there. You're getting new games coming out on there. Gears of War E-Day. All of this stuff that you're getting for $20 a month for 4 months. That's an equivalent to where this person lives. That is $85. This is a better value to get than even just paying for one game. That's insane. That's insane. Like again, and on top of that too, you can even purchase these games. You can even purchase these games. Look, watch. If I click right here, games that I own, these are the games that I own. I pay for Forza Horizon Golden Edition. I pay for that. I paid it and I own it. I did the same thing for Forza Horizon 5. I paid it and I own it. I got the DLC for it, right? Killer Instinct. I paid and I own it. I already paid this one. Shredder, right? It's not even on Game Pass anymore. This game is not even on Game Pass anymore. It's been out of here for a while. It's not even on Game Pass anymore. And to prove it, right? If we was to type in because usually it will say install for Game Pass. It's not even on here. So this game is out of Game Pass, but I can still purchase it. And I purchased it for whatever discount price it was. And that's exactly what I did, and I paid for it. And all of these games on Game Pass, you can literally pay for if you want to. And you don't have to pay for it on here. You can go to the Steam store and pay for it. Like, again, look, I go onto the Steam store, right? Forza Horizon 4 was going to be coming towards the end, right? So we know FH4. Because I know I paid for it. Just trying to find it. I don't think I think I have it right here. So there it is. So Forza Horizon 4, I already paid for it. I got the golden edition with including all of the DLCs that I have. That's in my library. All the cars and stuff, everything, I got it. I paid for it. Because this game is not, this game is going to be delisted. So I might as well buy it, get it, I already have it. So even if you don't want to pay it on here, you don't want to pay for it on here, you can still get this on Steam. Clearly, you can still get it. You can still buy it. So, and again, you're getting 100 games on here. 100 and something games. And you're getting new titles coming in there. Got the new Capcom one right here. We got Flintlock. You got all of these games that just recently added. Look at this. This is a game that came out, I think is for the PlayStation 5. Now is on Game Pass. That's here. We got Cricket 2024, All-Star Brawl 2, Journey to the Savage Planet. If I like this game, I want to play it, I could buy it and I could own this game. So I don't have to just, you know, like, again, I can pay for these games, which I have. I have done it in the past. So there's games on here you can buy and play. Like, you know, Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Like, hello? Like, what are we talking about here? You know, Callisto Protocol. This is a new game right here, a new horror game and stuff like that. You can play the game, and if you like the game, you can buy it. You can do that. Like, it's... everything is here is available for you. There's plenty of games that you could be playing right now. Plenty of genres you can go. Shooters. I want to do some shooters. I can play Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart is still here. If I like the game that much, I can buy it. I can purchase it. So there's plenty of games on here. Gears. Right? Halo. Like, there's plenty of games on here for me to play. You know, that's the crazy part. It's like you got a whole bunch of games versus paying for one game for $85. Come on, make it make sense, man. $85 that a game that I'm probably not going to like. A lot of people are going to be like, you know what? I don't want to pay for this shit. I don't want to pay for that garbage. I just, It's like PC is more cheaper. Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to see that. And speaking of that, right? Like, if this is $85, imagine if this game was $85. Imagine this game, Concord, right? Our next topic, Concord. If Concord was $85, right? We seen the trailer, right, from that PlayStation Showcase disaster. That's just my opinion. It was a disaster, right? They showed the games, whatever, but none of these games are interesting as hell. Imagine this game was $85. Right, with a campaign and this multiplayer that they have, and then these are the numbers that they're getting. These are the numbers. The all-time peak is only 2,388 players. 24 hours. This is right now. 1,068 people. 1,068 people are playing this game. And you can see the chart right here. Look at this. There's the peak. It's down. Try to go back up. Down. Go back up. Down. Go back up. And it's going back down. You can see that, bro, it's not doing good whatsoever. And then versus, like, it first descended was $85, right? Look at this, free to play game. Let's say it wasn't a free to play game. Let's say it was $85 a piece. Look at this. This is a night and day difference. This is where people be like, man, I'll pay for this for $85. Got the good looking characters. It's a fun game. It's a fun looter game. I'm having a blast with my friends. I don't have no issues with the game. And they're doing numbers like this. Right? Night and day difference. You could clearly see that night and day difference right here. Those are some night and day numbers. That's insane. But let's go back to the reality. This is a free to play game. This costs a $40 game right here. This, we all know Concord costs a $40 game. And these are the numbers that they're getting. It got that sweet baby ink to it. The characters are ugly as dog shit. And you don't even need to really play this game to tell, like, this game is fucking trash. You don't really need to play this game to tell you, like, I promise you, I can even tell you that this game was dead on arrival. For sure. Because, like, again, when I saw that shit on the PlayStation 5 whatever showcase, whatever, the state of disaster, I said, this is the best that they got. They canceled The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer for this game, Concord. And these are the numbers that they're getting on Steam. But then people are gonna tell me, well, what about the console? What about console? What's that gonna do? It ain't gonna do any better than this. Because if you know Helldivers, when it first came out and first released without the PSN nonsense, it was doing great. 400,000 players, almost hovering around between 200,000 players, 300,000 players, you know, after launch. And then you see it for a couple of weeks, it was hovering right around there. Now look at it now with all that, the PlayStation, you know, all that network disaster garbage. And they're not putting out any new content. That shit went straight down. It went straight down. Look at this. This is the first Descendant, a free to play game. You don't even have to pay for this game. And it's doing better numbers than Concord right now. And it's still continuing to be better. A lot of people are playing this game more than ever. You can get in here, play a few matches with your friends, do a little grind, do a little this, and you could dip out. You can be out of here. Right? Then after, when they came back, boom, numbers went right back up. And it's doing great. It's doing fine. It might have some low points right here, got some high points, low points. That's fine. But it's doing steadily great. This is what Sony numbers should be looking like, not these numbers over here. 2,388 as the peak. Imagine that it was let's say if it was the PlayStation and PC combined. Even with those total numbers, it might be 5,000 players. It still doesn't even crack this. It still doesn't even crack this. This is crazy. You know what? Another thing I want to check out. I want to see how Redfall numbers look like. Is this number is better than Redfall's number? I gotta know. Because like this is crazy. I know it's not like currently right now, but I just wanted to see from a year ago. Let's see. Even Redfall had a better peak number than anything else. That's crazy. Look at this. This is Concord. This is a brand new IP. Came out 3 days ago. This one was 15 months ago. 15 months ago. 6,124 players. Versus this. 2,388. That's the peak. This is the peak. This right here is double. This is doubled. That's crazy. Yeah, sure. There are no players playing it right now, right? I get that. Right? Totally understand. I get it. But even for the peak, it's 6,000 and something. It can't even, this game can't even beat Redfall. Concord can't even outbeat the peak. That's just sad. And this is a beta. Mind you, this is a beta and it's free right now. Anybody can just go on here, download it, play it. That's how you know, man, it failed. These characters look like garbage. They're ugly. They got that DI bullshit. It looked at bland as hell. I don't know why they're doing a human hero shooter. What they should be focusing on is putting out an actual game that people want to play. Like bro, like I don't know how hard it is. You got the factions multiplayer. Put that out. That if the factions multiplayer was out right now, this will not be the numbers for factions multiplayer 2. This will definitely not be the numbers. If they put that out and say, hey, we're gonna put the factions multiplayer 2 not only on the PlayStation 5 but on PC, right? If they would have done that, bro, these numbers would have at least be like, you know, like, let's see, it would have at least be about around this point. If the faction multiplayer, it would have been at this point. Better yet, let's go like, let's take it one step further, right? Let's take it one step further, right? Let's see the Last of Us multiplayer. Right? The Last of Us multiplayer, right? Look at this. This is another Sony's IP, and they're not even getting peak numbers like this. And imagine that if they had the multiplayer component with The Last of Us Part 1, this number would have been double that. It would have been probably maybe triple that. And the 24-hour would have been even more, and more players will be playing that. The Last of Us multiplayer game these numbers would have been extremely doing well. Extremely well. And they are nowhere, this Concord multiplayer game, first person, is nowhere near close to even these numbers. That's insane. That's insane. Hell, even let's give another PlayStation one, right? PlayStation. I'll give you the dire situation of this. Let's do another PlayStation one. Let's see, even Ghost of Tsushima. This would be so embarrassing. It would be like a landslide. Look at this. Look at this. The peak number, 77,000. That's something right there. This game Concord should be hitting numbers like that around there. That's the number they should be hitting and going beyond that. But even a single player game is getting 9,024, 77 peak, and guess how many people are still playing? 6,076. Look. Oh man, this is embarrassing. This is a single player game and people are still playing this game and having a great time with this game. And they're getting more numbers than this. They're getting more numbers than this. This is crazy. And you know Ghost of Tsushima has a multiplayer component and is getting more numbers than this. That is sad. That is fucking sad. Sony, y'all gotta step up your game. I don't know what you're doing, but that gotta stop. Make a multiplayer game that people want to play. This is absolutely crazy. But this is that woke DEI shit. and people are really voting for their wallets. I'm telling you, if this game, like again, we go back to that fucking title right here, where this was like 85 something dollars. Imagine this game was 85 fucking dollars, bro. People, even if this is $40, you got to pre-order this game. This is $40 now. Now is an open beta. It is free for everyone. Even that, they are still voting for their fucking wallets. They said, "Fuck no, I'm not playing this garbage." They're playing The First Descendant, a free-to-play looter shooter that is 10 times more fun, three times more fun and enjoyable. They're playing that game and putting money in that game than Concord. Ain't that some shit? Bro, I don't know. Yo, if this doesn't say to me that PlayStation is in trouble, what else will? I don't know. Tell you one thing though, when we go moving on to the next topic where we talking about like, you know, Xbox and how, oh, the Xbox Series X is holding back console generation and all these wars and stuff like that about, you know, these fanboys with, you know, they saying the same garbage like, you know, PlayStation won the console war race, they're all good, they're making money, they doing blah blah blah, all this type of garbage and stuff, right? Saying all this type of shit. We're going back, we see like Concord ain't doing so good. We're seeing that PlayStation raising their prices in Turkey to up to $85. One of them who lives there, he's like, bro, I can't afford PlayStation games anymore. He's like, at this point, I might as well just go on PC. It's more affordable. That's what they're doing. And everybody now in this generation on forward, they are planning on getting a PC. They see the writing on the walls with these consoles. They see what's going on, and they're like, yeah, you know what? I need to start getting me a PC, start off with a laptop, learn about PC and how to work it and stuff. And then when I'm ready, then I can transition into buying an actual desktop computer that's going to last me for 10 years. And then I can play this game however I want to play. Long as I know how to update my stuff, my drivers and everything else, I'm perfectly fine. You know, right? They're doing that. But like again, Xbox is giving out options. So yes, they're not going to get as much sales because they gave them options. They gave everyone an option. You can still buy a console if you want. You can go to PC, or if you want, you can go get a Fire Stick, subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate. You want to do cloud streaming and stuff like that, and you want to play games, that's fine too. They gave everybody options, so they haven't taken away anything. Everything is still there. You can still buy the game if you want. Even for a price that's $85, I'll be picking and choosing my games for $85 to buy. Like, would I buy Starfield and Stalker 2 for $85? Absolutely, because I know those games are, well, good for me. I'm speaking for myself. For you, it may not be for you, right? I can't recommend, you know, right, Stalker 2 just for anybody to buy for $85. That's only for people that are like really good at shooters, that knows how to shoot a game, play a game. They want more difficult stuff and challenges and management. Those are those type of people who are going to be playing it. Like, that's for me. That's right up my alley. It's only 10% of people going to be playing that game. You know, that costs $85. If it was, I'll pay for it. That's not a problem for me, because I know the game is worth it in my eyes, right? But for $85 for Concord, and you want me to go out there and buy a $500 lunchable console box? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? They gave everybody options, man. You know, you can pay the $500 Xbox Series X. You can go pay for the $300 one. And yes, that might be the weakest console out of the bunch, but guess what? See this title right here? College football 25 seemingly led to huge spikes in Xbox console sales. And guess what they're buying? They're buying the Series S that costs $300 and something. They're not buying a PlayStation 5 for $500, $400. They went out there and say, what is the cheapest console that I can buy, for one, and for two, that I can play a third-party game, which this is an EA game. College Football 25, an EA game. EA is making this a third-party developer game that is published. They going out here in these stores and say, what console should I buy? Should I buy the PlayStation 5 for $500? No, they said, hell no, I ain't buying no that. I'm gonna buy the cheapest console that I can. Xbox Series S, $200, $300, sold. I'm gonna get that console. Easy in my wallet. I can pick up this game for $70. I'm all set. A third-party game, right? That's insane. And remember, there was a few off the tops I was talking about before. How we was talking about Square Enix is moving towards multiplat, right? Going to third-party multiplat. They're not taking the Sony paycheck anymore because they ain't selling too well. Well, you know, I know a lot of these fanboys will say, they talking all this nonsense, saying, well, the console sale. Yes, I can sit here and say, yes, can I agree and say, yes, did the PlayStation 5 have outsold the Xbox 2-1? Yes, I can agree with you on that. That is true. But even so, guess what? Just because you have a console and you have all these fucking exclusive, the bottom line is, guess what? All of these casual people don't give a fuck whether the PlayStation 5 outsold the Xbox console, did this or whatever performance. It doesn't matter about your fucking nonsense. At the end of the day, they're looking at reality, okay? Like I said, I've been pointing this shit out. Do you not see outside in the real world today? Motherfuckers are losing their jobs. People are going out there to get two to three fucking jobs to make a living, right? Some people are even downsizing because of these fucking inflations. People that are going out there buying a car, they're not going out there buying a Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and all that shit. Right now, they're looking at is like, bro, I need me a four-banger so I don't have to put in a whole bunch of money in my gas tank. Because I guarantee you, a lot of people will be shocked when I told them, like, let's say my gas tank was down to E. Like, I got a Kia, 2017 Kia Forte. It's not the fastest car in the world, but I like it because it's reliable. But you know what the bonus is about that car? Is the fact that you may complain about some gas prices, but I don't. You know why? Because guess what? To fill up that tank of that car only cost me like $30 to $35. Literally, sometimes I can even just fill that up with just $25. $25 just for gas to fill up that whole tank. My car, that is a 4-cylinder car, it gets me to and fro, and I'm only paying $25. I guarantee you, I promise you, that a lot of those people, I know they driving in those really nice cars, right? The you know, like the Honda, you know, really like the Honda Pilots, all of these fancy cars, the nice fancy Volkswagen SUVs, the Ford F-150 trucks. I tell you one thing for sure, I bet you they fucking wish that they can just trade their shit to just get my car and just fill up the gas tank for just $20, $25. It'll be nothing for them. It'll be like a once upon a dream ago. They'll love it. They'll love every minute of that. Hey, I don't have to fill up my gas tank all the way up to $50, $60. This car right here, I'm only got to fill up the gas tank only $25. Which one is better? $25 or putting in a gas tank that's $50, $60, $70, $80? Which one would you want? Tell you one thing, I will never trade my car for a gas guzzler. I want a car that actually I can put in gas that I can afford. Hey, you want to fill up this car? $35, $30. That's nothing. Versus like if I get like a fucking one of those Lincoln Continentals, fucking SUV. You know how much that shit want to fill up? $80, $100. Like almost damn near $100 for a tank of that. Yeah, it's gonna last you long, but when you gotta go fill that shit back up, right? You want to fill that shit back up. You want that shit to near full. You're going to have to cough up some money. Tell you that fucking much. And let's not forget, when that shit breaks down or something goes wrong, you're going to cough up some money to get it fixed. Because it's going to cost more to fix on that car than my Kia. My Kia, if something goes wrong, yeah, it's going to cost some money, but it ain't going to cost an arm and a leg. Like a Ford F-150, a truck, Super Duty, whatever, a van, it ain't gonna cost that much because my shit is just, it's simple. That's what I love about it, because I don't have to worry about it or sweat about it. But in reality, like again, we're looking at the real world type shit. When you go back here looking at these consoles and stuff, like, you know, again, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna look at the price and say, look, that PlayStation 5, Still costs $500. There's an Xbox Series S that only costs like $300. They're gonna go with the $300. That's why, look, and the best thing about this is the fact that it's a third-party game. So Phil Spencer was fucking right when he said that it doesn't matter if they made the best fucking game in the world, they made this, and that. It's not going to make people to come to their fucking platform and play their game and whatever, or buy their console. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter at this point. And it's obviously Phil Spencer was telling the fucking truth. It doesn't matter about if it's a first party exclusive title or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's like on a PlayStation 1 or Xbox. What they care about is games that they want to play and they enjoy. A lot of these people are casuals. They want to play a football game. That's what they like. They watch football and whatever, and that's perfectly fine. I don't hate on them, whatever. They want to do that. That's their business. But this is exactly why they made two fucking consoles. Now you understand what Xbox strategy was about. It wasn't holding back the generation. It was basically saying, let's just put out a console that's affordable, that people can easily go out there and buy and pick up. And if they want something better, they'll get the Xbox Series X. And guess what? That strategy fucking works, because now EA put out a game that everybody wants to play, that is not some Madden garbage. Right? This is a game that everybody likes to play and everybody's enjoying it, and it's a really good football game. Now everybody's going out there doing what? They're picking up a Series S. $300 console, not even as powerful as the PlayStation 5. They don't give a fucking damn. They're picking it up to play a fucking game. And it's a third-party game. It's not a PlayStation 5 first-party exclusive. This is exactly why that Square Enix is doing what again? Oh yeah, they're going multi-platform. They're going third-party multi-platform. They are done taking the Sony paycheck. That shit ain't giving them no fucking money, and they're not making any sales. This is what Xbox strategy does. Smart ass fucking move. And guess what? They don't have to lower down the price, because they already got a console that's already got the price already low enough as it is. They already got one. That one costs $500, and this one costs $300 and something. Pick your poison. And a lot of people went with the $300 one, $300 and less. That's what they went for, and they want to play this college football game. They're going out there to buy it for a third-party game. But then a lot of people will say, "Well, is that an L for Xbox?" No, that's not an L for Xbox, because Xbox already made a console that's affordable. It's an L for PlayStation, because guess what? PlayStation still got their prices up to $400 to $500 of the console. They haven't even did a price cut on those. And I get it, Xbox hasn't did a price cut. But guess what? Xbox don't have to, because they already got a console that's already low enough right now. So they're already set. That's why they made two different consoles. They said, let's put a $300 one. We'll put a $500 one. If they can't afford the $500 one, they can still go out there, play next generation games. They can still play this college football game, even less the price. So it's $300 and something. They're going out there and buying the $300 fucking dollars. They ain't worried about it. Even if it's 500, even if it's, let's say it was just only 500 gigs. Some of these people are only going to play a few fucking games. I bet you they, after college, they probably might say, oh, I'll get the new Call of Duty game, and I'm going to play Fortnite or maybe something else. Maybe their sister or one of their family members going to play Fortnite and Apex Legends. Like, you get what I'm saying? They're not like, oh man, they're not like us or like me, like saying, yo, I want to play that Gears of War E-Day, or I want to play that PlayStation 5 exclusive Concord. I want to play that game. They're not thinking about that. They're not playing those kind of garbage. They're only playing games that they enjoy. And this is what they're doing. So kudos for Microsoft. Kudos to them. They made a smart business decision. They sat there and said, look, we're making two different consoles. Make a $500 one, make a $300 one. Now when the game comes out that is really popular, everybody wants to upgrade to a next-gen console or want to get a better console. They say, hey, Xbox Series S, $300, let's go buy that. Fuck the PlayStation 5, I don't care. I just want to play this football game. That's all that matters to them. And their friends went out there, probably got it. Everyone else got got the Xbox. So word of mouth came in and say, yo, man, you got that Madden one? Yeah, I got it on Xbox. I didn't went out there get a PlayStation. It only cost $300. Oh, okay, yeah, then I'm gonna go out there too, get an Xbox Series S at Walmart, maybe next week, and then me and you, we could play the same college football game together. See, look, man, that's a smart fucking move, man. That's why I'm telling you, man, PlayStation needs to start bringing back the fun in PlayStation and start making some games that people want to play and talk about, so then word of mouth can spread, so then people can say, oh shit, they got this multiplayer game, cool, this is a great game, something. But Concord, that ain't it, Chief. Concord ain't it, Chief. Concord ain't it, Chief. It's definitely not. Concord ain't it. It just ain't it. It just ain't it. You gotta make some games that people want to play, man. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. And last but not least, another Sweet Baby Inc. game from the New York Post right here. Microsoft reportedly fires the DEI team, which is good. I'm happy if that is true. Thank God. Get rid of those DEI motherfuckers, because they've been ruling games. Because we can already see how Flintlock is doing, especially on Game Pass, because I can show you those right now. Look at this. This is even worse. This is even worse than Concord. You thought Concord was bad? Flintlock is even worse, and that's a DEI game. This is trash. It's clunky. I can already tell you that when I even saw this game was not it, Chief. And then put DI on top of it, they just made it even worse. I tell you one game that is better than Flintlock, right? Because I already know Flintlock is terrible. There's one game on here I can tell you right now that is better than Flintlock, and I'm telling you that, yeah, it's a little clunky, but I can promise you I can much rather play that game than fucking Flintlock. Tell you that much. This one. Steel Rising, this game right here, I will much rather play this game over Flintlock any day of the week. I promise you that. I will much rather play this game way better to play than this dumbass Flintlock. That shit looked horrible, it was garbage, and it had DI on. And this is even worse than Concord. Garbage. I'm telling you, man, people are voting for their wallets. And again, going back to that first post, let's say if this game Flintlock was $85, if this game cost $85, let's say they made this game for $85, let me tell you something. These numbers wouldn't even be 600 people. You know what number it will be? It'll probably be like 100 people, 50 people. I promise you. I fucking promise you. It will not be this type of numbers. It wouldn't be these type of numbers. On Steam, maybe on Game Pass, because it is on Game Pass. On Game Pass, it might be different. But even on Steam, if this was $85, they would not even touch this game with a 10-foot pole. With a 10-foot pole, they will not be playing this game. I'm telling you, man, these prices out here, we're living in an inflation crisis in the US and all across around the world. People are voting with their wallets. They are not fucking around. They are literally saying, you better make a game that is good and is fun to play. If it's not good and it ain't fun to play, I'm not fucking paying for it. I'm happy about this. I told you that even if they went to this digital route, like this all digital future, I'm telling you, if they went, it's going to make it even harder for these companies. It's going to be even harder. Shit, I tell you one thing, they will wish that they will go back to the days of CDs. They will wish that they go back to the days of CDs. When they had disc and physical media, they will wish they will go back to physical media. Because I'm telling you, in the digital route, people are going to vote for their fucking wallets. No joke about it. Because I'm telling you, because they're gonna look up one trailer, they're gonna look at the gameplay, and it looks like ass and it's trash. They're gonna be like this. Click, boom, right the fuck off. Because it's not that hard. Because guess what? You can go on YouTube, search on any type of game that you want to look up, and they see the gameplay, they see somebody playing it, and that person says, yo, this game is garbage. That right there alone, they said, I ain't playing this game. Yo, this person is playing it right now, and it's trash. I ain't wasting my money. I ain't wasting my time over this shit. Look at this. DEI garbage. It's only peaking at 648. This is supposed to be made for modern audience. Where is the modern audience? This is why I think this is why Microsoft says, yeah, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Let's go fire that DEI team, get them up the fuck up out of here. We'll ditch that woke ass shit, and we need to start making some good products again. Because people right now, they're not stupid anymore. They are sick and tired. Look at this. I guarantee you that if this college football was on PC right now, if it was on PC right now, I don't even think it's on PC. I think it's on the... Yeah, I don't think it's on Steam. Let me double check that real quick. Since I just got that idea. Let me just double check that real quick, because I don't think it's on Steam. Because if it is on Steam, we got to look at those numbers. I'm being serious. We got to look at those numbers. College. Yeah, so it's not even on. It's not even on. Okay, so yeah, so here it is. So it's not even on PC yet. So I guarantee you, if this game was on PC, boy, this shit will be doing numbers right now. I'm telling you, that shit would have done more numbers than Flintlock. And that's a third party title game. That's a sports game. I promise you, those numbers are doing them. I guarantee you, they're doing more numbers on that console than this game, Flintlock. And when that game comes to PC, bro, that shit is going to do is going to do laps over this shit. This is embarrassing. And I'm glad that Microsoft is finally waking up and saying, yeah, you know what, this DEI garbage, it ain't cutting it. It's making people lose money. And it's not only just in the video game stuff, but even the woke garbage and all that DEI in these movies, TV shows. A lot of people are voting with their wallets. A lot of the fans are turning their backs and they're walking the other direction, saying, hey, you can keep that. Like, it doesn't matter, you know? So this is crazy. And like, again, we can go even on Xbox right now, right? We can go on Xbox right now and we can see Flintlock right here. And we can look at the reviews on Flintlock, because I haven't even played the game nor purchased it. And like, again, you can even see this right here. Look at this, $44.99, Deluxe Edition. Deluxe Edition, right? Look at the reviews right here. This is some real shit. Look at this. Only 18% gave it a 5. 13% gave it a 4. 11% gave it a 3. 12% gave it a 2. And guess how many people, guess what is the most out of all that? 1 star. 46% of players gave it a 1 star. Like, look. Like, you can even read it for yourself right here. I like this one right here. It's not horrible, but not good. Combat feels sloppy. Movement super sloppy. Dark Souls wannabe. Writing is pretty cringe. Reminds me of Forspoken. That's the best way I could sum that shit up. That is so fucking true, bro. That's the best way you can sum it up. SBI detected. Yes, indeed. Game feels like 2013. Yep. No graphics options. That's even crazy. They don't even have a graphics options? That is insane. How you gonna put out a game with no graphics options? Bro, that is insane, bro. And then, that's all it takes. And that's why, like, again, look, we got a Capcom game came out, right? Not too long ago. Let's look at those reviews. I like to see that. I like to see those reviews. Wow, look at that. 60% of players gave it a 5 stars. Wow, look at this. Wow, look, it got the fun, the tower defense gender. Oh, wow, 5 stars? 4 stars? That's pretty good. Right? Yes, there's some 1 stars, 15%. Maybe they didn't like the game too much, but a lot of people from 60 to 23% gave it a 5 or a 4. That's not bad. 60% of players gave it a 5. Like, it's really good. It's a good game. 82. Brand new title from Capcom, and they made it a really good game. Wow. Holy shit. That's really good. Wow, that's better than Flintlock. Tell you that fucking much. This game is better than fucking Flintlock. That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at this. We don't even see how the performance is right now. At 46%. Shit, man. How about like this? Let's go on here and let's see that that Capcom game. Maybe let's see what the numbers on that one. I think that one is going to be more interesting than anything else. So let's find out about that. Capcom. Sorry, I didn't want to spell it out because I'd probably be, whatever. Steam. Player count. Damn. This game just came out less than a week ago. So here's the peak, right? Look, well, really the peak is like what, all the way up here? Yeah, so this is the peak right here. Look how that roller coaster ride. Oh, it was pretty good. Hey, it's really good. Go down. Hey, it's really good. But that's pretty good. That's better than Flintlock. That is better than fucking Flintlock right now, right? Like, that's crazy. They started off slow, picked it up here, started down low, pick it up again, started out slow. It keeps going up. It comes down, but it keeps going up. But damn, this looks like better numbers than goddamn Flintlock. Look at this. This is the Flintlock number. This is fucking embarrassing how you're getting outsmoked by this. You're getting outsmoked. Like, let's put these two together. Look at this, man. You're getting outsmoked by a brand new game. These two games came out literally not that, long ago? 48 hours ago? 12? This came out when? Fucking, what? July 19th? Okay, so basically, this came out one day later before this one. And yet, this one is doing better numbers at an all-time peak than this one. This is crazy. And this is a single-player game. That's crazy. And is doing more numbers and is getting better reviews. That is crazy. This... Bro, I don't know what else will, but, these DEI shits, they need to go. Alright, they need to go because they ain't making money for these companies and they're just losing a lot of money. And I think companies are now waking up to that reality saying, yeah, you know what? It's time to get rid of this type of garbage. It ain't working. It's not working. We're getting fooled. We're getting played. Because guess what? The fan base and everyone else don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. All they care about is, did you make a good product? And is the product good for me to play and pay for it? Because if the product ain't good and it ain't fun to play, they are really, you can see it right here. They are voting with their wallets. They're not fucking around. I know we said this shit like years ago, but I think right now with this inflation shit that's going on, they are really are tightening up their money and tightening up their belts, and they're really saying, I'm voting with my wallet. I ain't fucking playing around. I'm not wasting time on some bullshit. I want a game that's fun to play for me to enjoy. I'm gonna play it. If it's not fun, it's not enjoyable, I ain't gonna play it. It's that fucking simple. And guess what? If the game is overpriced, they will wait for that sale, because you can see going on Steam, right? Going on to the storefront. I'm telling you, man, they're getting sales. Look at this. Sales. We just not too long ago had a summer sale. I was buying games like crazy. Almost damn near dirt cheap. Look at this. Rainbow Six Siege, $8. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, $30. Which is not bad. So that's basically $10 a piece for all three of those games. Like, you know, these games are good. Vanity Ethan Carter, look at this. Good deal. It's only like $2. $2. Shit, man. If it's $2, shit, I might as well just purchase it right now. Boom. Put it in the cart. Boom. Alright, put it over here. I don't want my information. Bam. Look at that. Got it in the cart. $2. Pickup. Easy. Look. Easy ass pickup, bro. Easy. Easy, bro. Easy ass pickup. Already got it right in the cart. Look at this right here. Bam. Right in the cart. Got it. $2. Can't beat it. I picked up the game for $2. Can't go wrong with that. It's better than paying $85. I'm telling you, yo, this is why a lot of people are gonna go to move to PC, and this whole like digital future, like, it's going to be bad. No, it's going to be good, because let me tell you something. They're gonna really gonna have to fight for our dollars, because if they think like, oh man, no, a bunch of PCs, a bunch of suckers, man, they'll just buy anything, man. They'll buy our $70-$80 game. Even though it looks trash, we're gonna work on it, they still gonna buy it. No, they're not. They are voting with their fucking wallets. We see it right now, clear as day. They're doing it. They are really voting for it. Flintlock, they're voting for it, right? Look, Concord, they're really voting for their wallets. It's a free beta, right? They're just playing it, seeing what it's about, and if they don't like it, they're uninstalling it. It's done. It's over. And then once this game comes out, what, like next month, I guess, is going to be coming out soon. A lot of people are just, they're just not dealing with it. Stored data, only 11 followers? Bro, that's crazy. Only 11 followers is following Concord. 11! 11! My God. That's insane. That's insane. How many people are following in this storefront? Store data. How many people? You got 10,000 following the storefront. Look at this. Look at this. Store data. 21,400 whatever followers. And they still getting these type of numbers. That's insane. That's crazy. That's some DEI shit right there, bro. DEI shit. Let me tell you, man. Vote with your wallets, man. I'm telling you. Bro. This is the type of year that I'm telling you, in this next couple of years, in this generation, they are really voting for their wallets for sure. We can obviously see. But that's all I got for today on Off the Top. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the live stream. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Put in your thoughts and your opinions about what we talked about. I'd like to hear your discussions and everything you want to share about and your opinions. But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.